Well, hello YouTube, we are here live on stream right now at the moment. So if you wanna see the stuff in the future live when it's happening, twitch.tv/Upsiders. And now we go through the patch notes real quick. We get a new survivor, Aurella Rose. We will look into her in a second. I have no idea if that's an original one or a licensed one, but it seems like a licensed one. We'll have a look at that. Her new perks do no harm. When you heal another survivor, for each hook state they will have 50% faster healing and gain 3% progress for succeeding great skill checks. I honestly think this will be nerfed from the PTB to the live version, because 50% faster per hook state means if you have 2 hook states, plus will make it, plus hyper focus. Hyper focus is also stacking on this one. And maybe somebody else brought a healing totem. I have my doubts this is good. We will see. Duty of care. When you take protection hits while healthy, all other survivors within 16 meters gain 25% haste for 6 seconds. Yeah, another infamous haste perk. At least haste doesn't stack anymore. We'll come to that in a second. 25% haste is not too bad. I guess it's fine. Still, let's see how it plays in the end. Rapid response. When you do a fast locker exit, you suffer from exhaustion for 30 seconds. When you gain exhausted, you see the killer's auras for 2 seconds. Exhausted prevents one from using normal exhaustion stuff. I honestly have no idea if this is actually worth it, because no matter what exhausts you, you will see the killer's aura for 2 seconds. Forkwise is better. I don't know. And Forkwise doesn't exhaust you, so if you want to use another exhaustion perk, I mean, yes, of course, you can combine this on other exhaustion perks that are not combined with locker exits. I think this is not working well with head-on, because head-on cooldown is 40 seconds. So no matter which one of the 2 triggers, the cooldown will be applied. So if this triggers before head-on, then you won't get the head-on effect. That actually would be interesting. Anyway. But if you combine it with smash hit, light, maybe even sprint burst, have fun lurking, should go. This seems good. Doctor gets an adjustment to stop interrupting unhooking survivors with shock therapy repeatedly. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. It's one of the few killers that actually can lock you into that scenario. Houndmaster gets some adjustments to make it a little bit better playable, I guess. And she gets more blood points in the deviousness category. I still don't like her. I still think she's a bad killer, a bad designed killer. Well, the design is actually good. I just think the execution on her is really bad. The controls are terrible. The dog is looking like he has a seizure all the time. I don't know. Only remove the turning rate limit during the open phase of Demon Strike. Yeah. They implemented this quite a while ago. Not quite a while ago, but a few patches ago. And now they removed it again. I wonder why. I'm waiting for Blight's Hug Tech to come back. Boon Dark Theory gets a haste buff from 2 to 3%. Still nobody will play that totem. Breakout increased the haste effect from 7 to 10%. Champion of Light increases the haste effect from 50 to 70% while using a flashlight, so this is very, very limited. No One Left Behind increases the haste effect. Increases the haste effect for unhooked survivors by 10% instead of applying a separate haste effect, which is good, because haste effects don't stack anymore. We come to that in a second. Killer perks. Furtive Chase increases haste effects after hooking the obsession to 10% with 5. Fine. Pentimento will be reworked. You see the aura of cleansed totems and can rekindle each totem once. So far so normal. But instead of first totem giving you 30% on gen repair slowdown, second totem gives you 30% on healing progress slowdown, Third totem gives you 30% on recovering progress speed, and the fourth totem giving you 30% on opening exit gates, and the fifth one blocking all of them. You will now start at 15% on survivor heals and repairs on the first totem. And each additional totem gives you additional 5%. And if all 5 totems are rekindled simultaneously, all totems are permanently blocked by the entity as before. So to get the 30%, you need 4 totems now. On gens. But in addition you also get the survivor heals slowdown from the very first totem, which is somewhat interesting to see. I still think this will remove Pentimento from many playstyles, like the one I mostly did, where I was like, okay, as long as I have one totem, it's fine. That was the big power spike of Pentimento. If you have one totem, you're set. If you have 2, it's better. If you have 3, it's, yeah, you don't care anymore after the second one. Except you go for all 5. That's a different story, obviously. But it's a nerf and a change in a way that I actually somewhat appreciate, but also really am worried about. Because this changes how the Pentimento perk works a lot. We will see how this plays out. We will play some killer games tonight on PTB, so yeah. Unbound increases the haste effect for vaulting to 10% plus 5. Yeah, that's also decent. And we get a new quest system, a quest system, and we get a protection when survivors are spamming the unhook interaction without ever unhooking. We get a protection system for failing skill checks that trigger when we are interacting with something and need to run away. That's really good. Haste and hindered stacking. The effect of haste and hindered no longer stacks with those. Meaning, if you have a 10% haste effect and a 7% haste effect, you don't have 17 anymore, but only 10. Only the largest value is active. Same goes for hindered. So if you're a 7% hindered and a 5% hindered, you only are 7% hindered now, which is good, I guess. So yes, the movement speed stacking and the movement speed hindering on both sides is over, so no MFT haste endgame terror anymore for specific killers. There's a new surrender option when the killer is the killer can surrender after 10 minutes after the last gen is completed and nobody left yet, or in general. Because if the last gen is done, the rule that if no gen was done for 10 minutes didn't trigger, so this was added now. The rarity levels have been changed. What I've seen already is that they have aligned it to more industry standard levels. So instead of common, uncommon, rare, what was the next one? I don't even know what they were called. So common was brown, uncommon yellow, rare was green. Then you had purple, that was very rare, and then you had iridescent. Or was that very rare? I can't even tell you anymore. Bot improvements, I don't care about these ones, to be honest. A lot of bug fixes again, but not as many as in the last patch. So yeah, this is a new survivor and a small quality of life update. So let's check this out in the game. How does this look? We have the Rift Pass now looking like this. As you might remember, we already have this in the live version, but as this is a PTB, yeah, well. Then we have the Deep Rift, same as before. And instead of having it limited to 200 levels, you now have infinite levels, where you get for each level 5,000 blood points. In the past, until right now, it was limited to 200 levels, and each level gives you 5,000 blood points. But if you play a lot, you should be rewarded a lot, so having this on infinite is Really nice. It's a nice solution. And that brings us also to quests. We have the Rift Pass, we have milestones. Milestones, to my understanding, are the weekly quests or monthly quests, depending on. And you have dailies. And dailies seem like less killer specific as they were now, because right now we have the do 4 downs as the Oni while having your Fury active, or as a Skull Merchant, hit 4 survivors that are inflicted with a Claw Trap, or as Trickster, hit 4 Laceration meters. And depending on what you play and what you're used to and what killers you own, that might be more or less easy or difficult. So I think this is actually a nice change. The milestones are somewhat interesting to see because you have like several things that are survivor and or killer sided, and it's really interesting to see because these are things that you can do on a normal playthrough without thinking about it. Yes, for some you have to play survivor, yes, for some you have to play killer, so you won't get everything equally, but that's fine, I guess, because no matter if you're good at one side or good at both sides, you will still get your progress. And as you can see, all of them have step 1 out of 10, so it's repeatedly and getting up more and more. And for each step you apparently get blood points and rift fragments, which also seems nice. And for the rift pass you have dedicated things for each week. I just wonder what they will do in the in terms of the legacy things, because at the moment we don't know about what exactly they're doing on the legacy quests, because at the moment it doesn't seem like there is anything that gives you back the option to do previous quests and previous challenges. And that would be sad. But I have no idea. So obviously you can do several quests at the same time, but reading the compendiums, reading all that stuff, that's somehow missing still, you know? So I'm not sure how this works. Of course this is just a PTB, not the live version. But yeah. Talking about the rarity. Yeah, everybody can now see the perks here as well, which is okay, I guess. You don't need to have this open to actually see what you have equipped. You can see it here. Good for normal players, sometimes bad for streamers. I'm not sure about that one. Then if you look at this, yeah, brown still stays brown as common. Yellow is now green, which is confusing for long-time players, I guess. Then you have blue, which is rare. Poison Chain, purple, very rare, and Iridescent is now called Visceral. This is just to be aligned more with industry standards, I guess. So brown, green, blue, purple, Eerie, or Visceral, whatever. This also goes for offerings, by the way. And seeing this is a little weird, I have to admit. It makes a little bit more difference on bigger numbers, I guess. But honestly, I think this is just visual for all the mistletoes. This is just something that they did for the big number of players that are coming from DVD Mobile and for Five Nights at Freddy's as well. And maybe also a few people coming from Tokyo Ghoul now. It's weird to see the Waiting for You, which with a blue background, to be honest, but hey. Overall, this change I don't really care too much about. Shred of Secrets is still the same though. And the quest system, as mentioned, I'm not 100% sure what this is about because it looks really weird. And now let's have a look at the new survivor. Aurella Rose. I guess we don't have any skins yet. I would be surprised if we do, not gonna lie. As you can see, the perks also have changed. The first one is not yellow but green, which was in the past the second stage. The second stage is now blue. And the last stage is purple, as before. So this is a bit confusing, I guess. But yeah. It's a bit confusing. By the way, this also goes completely for the items of every survivor as well, obviously. Green is now blue, yellow is now green, brown still brown, purple still purple, red still red. Oh, it was called common, uncommon, rare, very rare, ultra rare. Exactly, yeah. But it's just renaming for these reasons, obviously. But yeah, having a look at the perks again, as already read in the patch notes, Duty of Care seems fine. Rapid Response seems useless. Maybe niche builds can use it. I might be wrong. Do No Harm seems a bit too strong in my opinion, but I guess we will see where this is going. Alright. I won't play as the new survivor now. Because, as usual, I'm not a big fan of survivor gameplay. But we will have a look at some killer games tonight, so see you for that in a bit. Kidding me? So. Seeing the new offerings, colors like this is like... I mean, it's the same offering, it didn't change anything, it's just a new color, but it feels like I suddenly play with colorblind mode. Armored Lakeman, nice. Okay. Damn it, I missed. Obviously. That's too far for Jolt, okay. But not too far for the Skurchuk. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, there are now... What? Okay, I doubt that one, but okay. I like her screams though. There's this Kerchuk. Did she just say ouch? Mr. Renato, what are you doing? There was somebody else. There was somebody else. Sure. Yeah. If that was that hard, I would wish to see the animation better, but hey. Are you kidding me? I expected more from you. Again, I'm not playing for kills here, it's just like trying to see as much as possible from the new quest system. Perfect. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, no. No, that was not a blind. That was weird. Yeah, good luck. Oh my god, you're kidding me. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. I turn away and she still stuns me. I'm so glad you didn't get it. I'm so glad you didn't get it. Oh my god. Challenges are flying in quite fast. Yeah. Oh my. Oh no. No, 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 no. You don't deserve my inventions. Yeah, they're patching her up, sadly. Was too slow. That was interesting. That hard. Should have known that. She didn't dodge. Oh my god. Yeah, that gen is blocked already, damn it. Oh my. Damn it. So, how good is your dead hard when you don't have the ability to dead hard, huh? Spoiler, not that good. God, how many quests and challenges did we do here now? Way too many. Oof. Big oof. Well, you need to recover still, that's good. Let's hook you first. Did we have a hedge offering? I don't think so, right? We did. Damn it. Oh. But still, 4 kills. Ah, 3 kills, sorry. Was good. Yeah, the new perk rights look weird, but it's okay. Alright, current summary of this PTB. Oh wait, we still need to look at the quests now. Yeah, so Yikes. So we got plenty of the quests progressed. On the milestones, here we are at 3 out of 10, break 30 gens. Okay, it also increases the number of rift fragments we get. Oh my god, that's good. And the dailies we also have sorted. Yep, overall that looks pretty good. The only thing that I'm concerned about on this PTB is Pentimento. I guess I don't play it on him, but I should have a build on Trickster that has it equipped. No, I removed that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this being a bit limiting, but other than that, this PTB looks nice. Except the colors I'm not used to. So for YouTube, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, whatever. Have a good day and see you next time.